Project 3.3 Market Recognition, Patterns and Trends Recognition Analysis. Hooters of America LLC is the franchise and operator of more than 430 Hooters restaurants in 38 states and 27 countries. Known for its world-famous Hooters-style chicken wings, the first Hooters opened its doors in 1983 in Clearwater, Florida. On July 1st, 2019, Hooters of America was acquired by NordBay Capital and Tri-Artisan Capital Advisors. Previous Hooters owners, Chanticleer Holdings and HIG Capital, will retain stakes in casual dining chain. Chanticleer Holdings Incorporated is engaged in the business of restaurant operations. The company is engaged in owning, operating, and franchising fast casual concepts domestically and internationally. The company has most of the business in the United States and, to a lesser extent, in South Africa and Europe. The partnership with the NordBay Tri-Artisan comes at an ideal time for the company, bringing fresh partners with complementary skills and experience to support our next phase of growth to the benefit of all our employees and franchisees and customers. Terry Marks, Hooters CEO. NordBay Capital is a Florida-based family office with an emphasis on direct and co-investments for middle market opportunities. Specifically, NordBay Capital focuses on established non-cycled companies with strong market positions and partners with management to grow and build brand value. Tri-Artisan Capital Advisors is an established New York-based private equity investing firm. Tri-Artisan's flexible institutional capital allows it to invest in companies requiring a broad range of investments needs, including leveraged buyouts, growth equity investments, spinoffs, carve-outs, roll-ups, recapitalization, and restructures. In each of its investments, Tri-Artisan partners with high-quality management teams to support them in achieving returns for its institutional management partners. Institutional. Stock price. Chanticleer Holdings Incorporated. The highest stock price reached during recent market sessions is 0.65. The lowest stock price reached during most market sessions is 0.51. If we can round that up to 2.52. The price of the security at the beginning of the most recent market session is the opening price, and Chanticleer opened at 0.55. Closing price as of when as of when the data was pulled. So at the time I pulled this data in August, and this is where the closing price was. The last traded price is that time that it was traded. The difference in price compared to previous close. The difference compared to previous close. The first calculated price points were supply approximates demand. 0.47. The first calculated price point where demand approximates supply. 0.42. The first calculated price point where demand approximates supply. The first resistance price was where demand approximates supply. 0.60. Correlation analysis. Stock prices. The number of shares that change hands on a given day seemed to have spiked in the middle of the fiscal year in 2017 and once more in 2019. Hooters launched a fast casual spinoff, Hoots, in 2017, designed to appeal to customers in a hurry looking for the brand signature chicken wings. Employees at Hoots, in contrast to those at Hooters who wear skin-tight skirts and shorts, dress more modestly. Chanticleer Holdings Incorporated, the previous parent company of Hooters Restaurant, announced in 2018 it was going to manage its customers' loyalty program on a blockchain and issue a cryptocurrency called Mobility MERT. As a result, its shares prices jumped 50%. Support and resistance. Support occurs when a downtrend is expected to pause due to a concentration in demand, while resistance occurs where uptrends is expected to pause shortly due to concentrations in supply. The orange line indicates the resistance level, while the black line indicates support levels. These levels change from one year to the next. In 2017 through 2019, the stock has a hard time getting below the support of 2, while at the same time 4 acts as a resistance on Chanticleer's holdings chart. Support and resistance are predetermined levels of price of a stock in which it's thought that the price will tend to stop increasing and reverse in a downward direction. These levels are indicated by multiple touches of price without a breakthrough of level. Correlating stock prices. Technical indicators are utilized by stock traders for ranking and short-term profits. However, they are also useful of medium to large-term investors, such as trend lines, simply moving average type, rate of change type, relative strength index, moving average, convergence, divergence, Bollinger Bands, and Fibonacci's retracements types. Each of these trends have their own indicators, such as trend indicators, momentum indicators, and you even get into volatility. Sorry. Trend indicators measure the direction of a market trend, uptrend, downtrend, and sideways trend. These measure the speed of a trend and help to identify trend reversals. They are used only as warning signals, just like the reducing of speed of a car may not end up in its stopping altogether. All reductions in market momentum don't end up in a trend reversal. Volatility indicators. These indicators these indicate how uncertain a market is. Volatility is usually measured in terms of standard deviation. Volume indicators. Volume of a trade value plays an important role in generating trading signals. Breakout of trend lines or crossing the moving average acquires greater significance when accompanied with high value. Correlating stock prices takeaway. Buy when you move towards long-term moving average from the top, but sell if it goes below trend line. Sell when price moves towards the downward trend from the bottom, but buy if it goes above the downward trend. Or sell when the price approaches the long-term moving average from the bottom, but buy if they go beyond the long-term moving average. Turnaround in ROC indicates a possible return around in price. Divergence price goes up, but not the ROC. S is a good warning for a trend reversal. RSI entering overbought and oversold zones should be treated only as warnings. Sell when RSI goes down below 70 twice consistently, but if it goes above 30 twice consecutively. Usually 9 days moving average of MACD is used for buy and sell calls. Buy when MACD goes above the 9-day moving average of the MACD. Sell when MACD goes below the the 9-day moving average. Prices surging in the upper bands during high volatility shows the counter and overbought. Prices fall to the lower band during high volatility shows the counter and oversold. Retracement happens at 23.6%, showing that shows the trend is very strong. Retracement retracement usually ends at 38.2%. The trend considered over if the replacement goes beyond 61.8%. Is the president and CEO of Chanticleer Holdings a whale? Michael Pruitt, chairman, president, and CEO of Chanticleer Holdings, acquired Chain with backing from a private equity firm back in 2011. The company has been long rumored to be up for sale since 2015. Pruitt has put the company up for sale a few times over the last 4 years, once in 2015, but shortly after pulled out again in 2018, seeking buyers after its last sales attempt. Hooters has acquired some of its franchise units while sales declined by 1.7% in 2017 to 2018, according to Techno, Technomonic data, with company-owned units growing in sales by 2.7% and franchises-owned sales dropping by 6.6%. In 2018, Prove began expanding their existing loyalty program with cryptocurrency. Whale tracks. Was all this done to drive up the price of the company just to sell? The biggest spike in value for the stock seems to have occurred a month before they were sold. Could this be a coincidence? I personally believe that he is a whale and has been trying to drive up the price of the stock since he's acquired it. He has made some bold moves to add value to the company. In an article by CNBC in 2018, Michael Pruitt stated, "We want to extend our existing loyalty program with something that really changes the way our customers can leverage their rewards. Mobility Merit is real cryptocurrency, leveraging the same infrastructure and principles of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin, and more, and will enable our customers to make use of their rewards entirely in entirely new ways." Bollinger Band chart. It depends on the strategy that is being utilized, but if the closing average is above the higher the if the above the average high, then you should most likely sell. If the closing average is below 20 days moving average, then you should buy. Based on Chanticleer's holdings and Boiler Band chart in the previous slide, you should buy the stock, but the sample data extracted from the company is based on single month in August. The thing can be changed in an instance. Things can change in an instant. And based on additional data, the company will not see a figure near its original opening price anytime soon. Is it going up or is it going down? This chart illustrates value. It's going down. Based on the chart in the previous slide, the company has shown a downward trend in the last 7 years of its stock price. This could be due to a variety of reasons. The company does show several spikes in its price, with the highest spike being in 2013, the following spike occurring in 2015, the following spike occurring in mid 2017, the last spike occurred in the beginning of 2018. None of these spikes were near the spike in 2013. The company since has been below the average stock price. Buy, sell, or hold. Over the last 3 years, Chanticleer Holdings Inc. Incorporated stock chart shows a trend of continuous loss for the company's stock. Even after selling Hooters and creating a new, innovative way to pull in customers, the company like does not look likely favorable. Just does not look like a favorable stock to buy. I would hold the stock, or if I had to already if already invested, I would sell and cut my losses. The company does not show any trend of any sudden changes that would increase its value in the segment in the market. The company does have more opportunities since they have recently been acquired, but I, I do not see this making a difference within the next few years. But it could be something that changes long term. Thank you.